Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. How are we
Good
doing?
morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Oh, well, Greg, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah? Holy cow. Greg, where are you from?
So I'm originally from Austria, but have been living in Switzerland for a couple of years,
Hmm.
and yeah, we got our
So,
first snow today.
wow,
All
you gave up
right.
kangaroos for mountains, huh?
Well,
Uh,
Austria, right?
Austria.
We
He
actually
knows.
have, we actually have, you got me. We actually have T-shirts. No, seriously, we have T-shirts in Austria that people wear sometimes.
Yeah.
No kangaroos in Austria, really, because it happens a lot.
Isn't there like a desk in the airport for people that fly there instead of Australia to help them? I heard some. Maybe it was just a little thing I heard, but like people book incorrectly their flights to go to
No.
Australia.
Oh my
Vienna,
gosh.
Australia.
Can you imagine that? That like, wait, where are we? It looks cold out there. I
Yeah.
didn't know Australia got this cold. What's going on?
Yeah, really.
Everyone said the flights took forever. Mine only took 6 hours.
Yeah, right. Why is everybody complaining? I mean, come on.
I got the fast flight. We went over the North
Yeah.
Pole. Yeah. Well, Gregor, it's fantastic to have you. So you're Sweden. You got your first snow. Well, what
Switzerland.
is the snowfall that you got? How big is it? Like,
It's not much.
okay,
We're happy that we have something at all, right? It's just a little white,
yeah.
and my daughter already ate a little bit when we were outside this morning. So
Nothing
um,
like a good fresh snow eating that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
tasty
It
apparently.
is actually, it is.
Have you
It's
ever
like ice
heard of
cream.
maple snow? You put maple syrup in snow, and
Oh,
then you can make little maple candies. It's really fun.
It's a Canadian thing, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
He
it
Got
is.
immediately
plenty of both.
spits it out. That's Canadian, if I ever heard it.
Yeah, I mean, snow cones had to originate from something, right? So that's probably
Yes.
all
You
of
just
that.
don't use the yellow snow. That's the rule.
I
Had
told
to
her that
go
today
there.
actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know
That is so funny.
if she accepted it or not, but you cannot
Well, or
control the
learn the
tongue.
hard way.
Yeah.
Too
Oh my
much.
word. That's actually funny. We
Oh
got
boy,
snow in
it is. And
Kentucky.
in Kentucky,
Go for it, Chris. You're good. Yeah, we got snow last week.
really?
No.
Holy cow!
Mm.
Yep.
I didn't know that was legal there. So
That didn't
It was
stick.
legal. They ticketed the snow because it was too early. Get out.
well, I'm excited to have Gregor here because we are going to be seeing a world first release of Measure Killer and updates that are going to be out there on Monday or early next week
Soonish.
sometime. Not going to watch the Git repos too closely there, Greg. But before we get into that, I've got a big announcement. March
Uh-oh.
16th and through March 20th, Kratos Kratos Con is coming to Atlanta. Do make sure that you get your tickets. You can, if you buy tickets to FabCon or SequelCon, you automatically get free tickets to Kratos Con. All right, we're very excited. We've got hundreds of sessions. Lots of people are going to be there. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. So you make sure you swing by Kratos Con.
You were able to merge that with those two gigantic conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we just
Yeah. And you
What is
can too.
SequelCon?
yeah, you can too.
Here's a template. You could start with just this.
And then add more.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just sign up for your tickets. Here, I'll post a link in the chat for where you can go get them. It's right at the Fabricon website. You just get tickets there. I mean, they will not mention KratosCon, but like, it's a thing. So,
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. It's
yes.
a super secret conference, not so secret within the conference.
Yeah.
No That's how secret it is.
We don't necessarily have sponsors as of yet, so I don't know if a free T-shirt, but there may be a version of the T-shirt available on my website relatively soon. Although I don't like this design, and like I'm a bigger guy, so I order a larger size and whatnot. I've never seen a shirt this large. I was like, whoa, that's too big. That's too big for me.
And the logo stayed the same size. It's so small.
Like, I've got a twin bed downstairs. I'll use it for that. That's fine.
For the sheet.
So Johnny, there's not a secret handshake to get in, but you have to know the secret phrase. What do you think that is? Best day ever. Yes, best day ever. You are not allowed into any session without saying best day ever. And just say it randomly in every session you walk in to see if it's part of Kratos.
Yeah. And that's exactly how that works. So. Oh boy,
Oh my word.
is that a t-shirt or a marquee for the event? Yes, you can actually just look for that t-shirt. There'll be speakers. I understand there'll be a musician possibly playing. We're still working on that, right?
Just a little kazoo player. That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Dean, if you do come up with this one, then that would let you into the super secret. Super secret.
That's how you get into the VIP section of Kratos Con. So
there's a rumor.
And we're not even saying that
times.
online here, right? We're just showing it.
Right.
So
right.
you have to watch the video to see it.
Yeah.
I think I built a calculated column the other day, and now I feel guilty.
Well, it was nice having you here, Gregor.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Get out.
I had my button on the
Eject.
First rule about Kratos Con is you don't talk about Kratos. Oh, good deal. Oh, well, we like to have fun. But, Gregor, can you tell us what the heck is, for the people who don't know, what is Measure Killer? How did it come to be? Like, can you give us a little more background on it?
So I already mentioned my daughter. So Measure Killer is the same age, surprisingly. It's a little over 3 years now that we released the first version. It came about from a client project, really messy client project. They had a centralized data set. Back then, they were still called data sets, right? And imagine 6, 7, 8 people building measures into that model. Business people, technical people, just whatever you need, you put there. And at some point we had, I think, 100 or 200 measures in that model. And the team lead of this department, she freaked out. She said, this is absurd. I mean, the naming was also insane, like people just name whatever they think. So they told us, well, clean it up, take everything out that you don't need. And we tried the tools at the time, and we had all kinds of, special characters and these kind of things, and nothing really worked for us. Yeah, we started experimenting a little bit on our own, and within a few weeks we had something that actually seemed to work, and we thought, okay, that was not too hard, so let's see how. And then we added, how to find columns in your model that are unused. What is unused, right? Like for us now, it's pretty clear that the definition is, if I delete it, if I kill it and something breaks, well, then it was used. It's just, if something breaks, right, then we want to avoid that. So we added columns. We have identify unused measures and columns. The next challenge was across, all Power BI reports, thin reports, And so then we added paginated reports, Excel files connected to the model, and then 2 years later we're here. Yeah.
And you just keep adding more, right? Because
Yeah.
you kind of dropped
Oh my
something that we
God.
didn't know of. Yeah, and
Obviously.
yeah, we had this talk just beforehand.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Johnny's asking, would you ever consider rebranding? Measure Killer does so much more than just killing measures.
You know, every month or something, people also tell me, it sounds so aggressive. We won't get approval from IT security because it's a killer tool. Like it looks like a virus. And I'm like, if your security guys judge a tool by its name, I would really, but
Yeah, they probably do, though. I mean,
All right.
be honest, right?
To be clear to any of our security agents that are watching, Measure Killer is an approved add-on tool that enterprise companies should be running as part of their
Yes.
governance and management of their code bases. This is something that's been blessed and approved by Chris Wagner at Kratos BI. If you have questions, hit me up on LinkedIn or Twitter. Now, Gregor, you can clip that and use that in your ads.
all right. With a Microsoft shirt, it's very official.
There you go.
We always
So,
say it's an aggressive. It sounds like an aggressive tool, but no, the name is aggressive, but it's a friendly tool.
yeah.
Whatever.
So,
The
if
tagline.
you're going to change the name of Measure Killer to something else, what would that be?
No, I like it.
Measure
Sorry.
Massager,
Measure beautifier.
Measure Beautifier,
Model
Measure-
beautifier, reporting
Measure
BI
therapy.
beautifier, BIB.
BI beautifier, BI inclusive beautifier, safe tool. It's a very friendly name. Don't worry about it. Kill your measure.
Friendly BI.
Yeah, friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, Measure Manager.
Oh,
All right, I like the
But-
alliteration. Well done.
But do we really stick just around measures, right? I mean,
Yeah, you're so much
Yeah.
more than that, right?
Exactly.
What's on the roadmap? What's coming?
Let's look at what is there now, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Let
idea.
me
We're still in the
share
intro.
my screen. Sorry, because
Getting ahead
we're
of the
about
game.
to release a new version, like Chris said, maybe on Monday already. Version 2.9.1 doesn't like we just added a one at the end, but actually we've worked on it for 2 months. So the guys said it should be version 2.10, and I said, I don't like it, and whatever. So I'm gonna show you this. This is the brand new version. And there might still be some bugs. That's the risk I'm gonna take now. But I think most people here, they don't mind. They want to see the new stuff. And in case something goes wrong, boom, I have our safe version here, which doesn't have any issues as far as I know. So let's start simple. I have a Power BI report, the good old sales report that doesn't exist in reality, as we all know. And I connect Measure Killer now. Measure Killer is an application for your desktop, right? You install it, it runs on your machine. And we added some tooltips here. Sometimes people get confused what to do. We try to improve the UI a little bit. And anyway, in the end, I need to click on Analyze here. And then I can see what Measure Killer will tell me about this report model. You can see here I just have basically 2 pages or something. Yeah. And Measure Killer will run a scan. Imagine it will get all the columns, the tables, the measures, and then it will also look into my report, right? The pages, the visuals, and all of this stuff. And then it will tell me, hey, you're only using 83% of the size of your model. Yeah. So my model is 1.7 megabytes. It's a tiny model. We'll see bigger ones also later. And then it's saying, hey, did you know that all of this stuff here, you can see here, those are columns, right? I have some field parameters, measures, of course. They're all unused. And
Mm.
we have this best practice, and I'm
Wow.
sure you guys agree, only load what you need. But who can do that? How do you know what you need? You play around and then you don't remember anything anymore. That's why it's really hard to remove stuff once you build something.
Hang on. Are you saying that Measure Killer can help me find this and remove all this?
Yeah, all the red stuff and the yellow things as well. The yellow are basically it's something that is only used in other items that are unused. Like for example, this key column here, it's used in a relationship, but Measure Killer tells you that the relationship is unused. Imagine it's an inactive relationship, and we check if you ever activate it using a DAX function, use relationship, and if you don't, now in this case, this is an unused relationship. So this column should go away. Yeah.
So now I have to go through, if I see this, okay, I get this report out of Measure Killer. Now I have to go through one by one and edit all of these and remove them.
Nah, it's that's where the killing comes into place. You can see here from the first version, we kept some aggressive parts. This is a knife, so please don't freak out, everyone. Because we used to have blood on this knife, but now we took away the blood to make it more inclusive. Seriously, there was a bloody knife on the logo at the beginning also, but I understood that we had to. Anyway, yeah, so we have different ways. We don't like to change the model so much, but of course, maybe some people they just want to take everything out and that's it. But it's mainly also about seeing where stuff is used and so on. But so here you can remove all the measures and calculated columns in case any criminals build those.
Yes. All right. Well then,
shut up and take my money.
So this is at least what we started with, right? We removed the measures and calculated columns directly, or using a C# script. That will be like this, and you can just paste it into Tabular Editor or something. For the columns, for the Power Query columns, we built a new M code. So we basically took the old query and then we added a step at the end, table.select columns, where we basically only select the columns that we need, right? But we had to do this query by query. It was kind of annoying. Anyway, the latest function with TimdleView, that's why I'm a huge fan of TimdleView, is basically I get a clean clean Timdle code that I can, everybody knows TimdleView now, I guess. So I'm gonna now drag and drop my current state. So this is gonna be my backup because we always, just in case, keep a backup. But then this is the Measure Killer version, basically. That's what Measure Killer, like I've just pasted it from the tool. And then I can execute that. And basically what this will do is, you can see here, it's just taking out all the unused stuff. And I hit apply, boom, it's all gone. And hopefully nothing broke down, right? So
That's pretty cool.
that's basically the coolest, yeah. So that's the coolest way to remove unused columns and measures.
Yeah, well, I like the concept of C# script and then the Timdo stuff, right? Because you can kind of keep it logged somewhere as well, right? Like how you came about with it, and even though you're probably putting your Power BI desktop artifacts and PIBP so that you could do Git as well, but it's a good way.
And for the online version, because this can also connect right to the Power BI service, and we can then write to the models online. Maybe I can show this later also. We also have this
the front door.
And here we always said, but then this is like permanent, right? Because we write to the model XMLA, and then we said, okay, first of all, we had this limitation, you cannot download the model anymore, which is gone now. So
which is gone, yeah.
Exactly. But then the other problem we had, well, it's like if you don't have Git integration, it's irreversible. But it's not true actually, because look, we have remember this?
Yeah, there's versioning online now, right? Yeah.
What?
This should be available.
Wait.
Where's
what is that?
This is brand new.
You gotta make sure like the models in
I've
Does it
Maybe-
have to be in premium?
Well,
no, I don't think
it-
so.
but it also,
Ah,
I
here we
think
go.
so. I think yeah, because it has to be in large.
Maybe large storage
data set.
format.
Yeah,
Really?
it's got to be large
Oh.
storage format, so you have
this
to be
is-
backed by something premium.
Yeah, this is so cool because here you don't need Git integration. I think I've even seen it in a Pro workspace somewhere.
Did you?
As
I
long
don't
as
think
it's in that large data format.
I haven't been working in any pro
This is a
workspaces lately.
PPU.
So.
So look, this is a PPU. Okay, I don't know.
PPU makes
Maybe,
sense because
maybe.
you should be able to go
Shut
back.
up.
Yeah,
When did that come out?
Yeah.
Gosh, I read
it's
all
been out
these
for a little
blogs. and I'm
while.
constant-
Yeah.
ugh.
I don't know. They sneaked it out somehow. I think I also don't remember. And then, but you don't see, you don't see what you change. You just see that,
Oh,
like, yeah. But you can restore. So this is
You can
it's still
restore, yeah.
cool, right? Because actually,
Yeah.
then you don't necessarily need Git integration.
Yeah. I mean, even the limitation that was right there, right? It's only 5 versions,
True.
right? So,
Spread.
yeah, I wouldn't say it's a great replacement for Git integration. But
No. But like, there are a lot of people in this world who are just going to be like, we do not need a full on Git implementation, right? That like,
Yeah.
they just, in fact,
Yeah.
not only do they
Well-
not need it, they don't want it, right?
No, they really
Git's-
don't.
Git,
well, you know what? They're wrong.
Yep.
Just like my stance, you start something, put it in Git day one, even if you're an individual writer, 100%.
Really?
you're going to say that to a business user.
This is
who
a hill I die on.
struggles to like remember if it's PowerPoint or Excel where they put their numbers in. You're
Yeah.
going to say
I'm
that business user who has to like go down that checklist has to go in and do that. I say no to that.
Visual Studio
Mm.
Code. They need all these things. They need to understand how it works.
They don't need all of that just to.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
this is
All you got to do is create a workspace, right? Connect it to Git, and you can do everything you want right there. You don't need Visual Studio Code. You could do the commits through the workspace and everything else 100% of the time.
I can't
It's
even get
just
them to
all
check
there.
in files on SharePoint. There's no way I'm going to get them to write a commit message.
right. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Git and I demand it of all of my engineers that they use Git on everything. I do, but I'm a consultant and I work with consultants. I lead people who are specialists in this area. I mean, Sherry, I love Sherry. Sherry is awesome. Sherry is one of the nicest people on this planet. She's amazing. Sherry is not going to learn Git, right? Like,
No.
Then they don't need to develop anything. They could consume and not develop a thing.
oh
That's it.
man,
I feel like that's a very anti-Microsoft message, Kevin.
No,
Yeah,
if they're
yeah.
if they're gonna no if they're gonna develop anything that anybody else is gonna use,
oh, man.
even if I think even if they're gonna develop something that they're only
A
gonna
Power
use,
BI
they should
report?
set them up with.
Yeah, a
want
front
them
end
to use
lightweight
Git for
Power BI
Excel?
report that's run off the enterprise model. That she
Yeah,
just
why
learns
not?
how to drag and drop, and she does a custom filter because her
Is she gonna publish that to a workspace?
Yeah.
Okay. So you set up the workspace for her. You set up the Git repository. You configure that, and then she just publishes. And that, guess what? When you publish, go up to the workspace, play, and hit commit. And now I got backups every time. Every time you made a change.
I agree for every artifact in Fabric except Power BI.
You can set it up for them, and the Power BI report is saved and it's backed up in Git.
All right, you know what, Kevin? We need to have a live stream where you actually demo how that's going to work, because like this is Gregor's live stream. We're focused on Measure Killer. We're very
Sorry,
we're very
Gregor.
much
Cut me off
topic
next time.
because,
I'm interested in that too because I also had some problems with Git, some sync issues, and I don't know. But hey, maybe I just did it wrong. All right, so I'll join that for sure.
That's exactly right. Because I too have had issues with Git and where like it's not all great, and so if I'm doing things wrong, and I do things wrong all the time, the second I find out I'm doing it wrong, I want to stop doing it wrong and start doing it right. Right? Like I don't. I got no ego around these things. I mean, for the guy who calls himself a data god, like I just like I don't care, right? Like I'm happy to be wrong, and like I'm not going to die on the hill, right? Although calculated columns are always wrong. So
I was gonna say,
There's your hill.
all right. Okay.
Sorry, Greg. Back to Gregor.
Yes.
yeah,
Back to
let's look at
Gregor.
the service
We
stuff.
had something scheduled.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I ran Measure Killer again now because I did remove all the unused stuff, and you can see here now we have a lot less artifacts here. Everything is
Nice.
used, and I think it's not only about cleanup you do once, right? But I also use this tool a lot when I build stuff, when I work on models and reports, when things are complex, just to see, oh, where is that measure used, right? And I can see exactly on which page. We could have multiple reports. I'm going to show that later. And then this is new in this version. I can see exactly where it's used. Before we just had the visual,
Oh,
but it could be like what conditional formatting or, something like that. So we have more details now of
that is
exactly
awesome.
where stuff is used, tooltips. So, and one more thing, I'm not sure if that actually makes any difference here. Okay, so let me slow down again. I can here right click and I can say, we have a lot of things here, but view all impacted items. So imagine a measure is used in another measure, and then those measures are used in visuals. Basically, everything that you see here that has 0, that's where the profit measure is directly used. But then we also have like profit percentage, other measures that are referencing our profit measure. And I can also see where those are used. So this is really cool to see, okay, let's assume I'm gonna mess up this measure. I'm gonna destroy the calculation, format string, whatever. I'm gonna change something. Where will be the impact, right? Which reports, which pages, exactly what will break, where will it break, basically, if I destroy it.
That is awesome. I use this when I inherit reports all the time
Oh,
because
yeah.
I never really know where stuff is actually being used. I had a client who they had 600 measures, 200 were used, and of those 200, they kept telling me that they needed all of them for every single page, and being able to show them that they don't use them in every single page was just so powerful. So
We
they still use
actually
Measure Killer now.
nice.
It's like
We
their
actually
tool.
have this it's called what if analysis, because here we look at everything like one item, where is it used? But what if you want to see what a page is using, for example, the overview page?
Mm.
I can go here and I can say, oh, you know what? We need 10 columns and those 6 measures to maintain or rebuild this
Mhm.
page one way or
Mm.
another, right? The measures are using the columns, but product cost or the quantity, they're here. So if I want to rebuild a model or something and I say, okay, I'm only going to take those 3 pages and we're going to remove everything else, like I already know before, basically which artifacts, what part of my model I need.
Nice.
And same for the visuals, right? What is a visual using, and so on. Yeah. All right. Then we have the tables view. Well, maybe that's also interesting to some extent. You can see where the table itself is used, what's inside, which columns. Now everything is used, so it's not maybe that cool anymore. And we have this clean your model tab. This is really, really cool. Here, I think we have 12 different suggestions now. Now we only see one because there's only one that is applicable in this case, but I can also show you a sample. So this is really some advanced stuff where we say, okay, you know what? Of the
Wow.
stuff that is used, you can, oh, did you know that you can save this much space if you remove the model pages? Because we assume those are for testing, right? If you have a shared model, like I have one model and a lot of reports. I say, hey, this weather data set has a report attached. I mean, why? And then we can say, okay, those columns are only used there, for example. Yeah. Or imagine you have a hidden visual somewhere. So then stuff will be used in that hidden visual, but maybe that hidden visual is just, has been forgotten or was like, so then we say, oh, did you know there's a hidden visual and there is one column in use there, which is like only used there and it's like 5 megabytes or something. So some more advanced things.
I mean
And I
that's
like yeah.
that's really impressive, especially the ability to see like you said, those hidden things that aren't very obvious through the UI and through the interface. And honestly, I think you have to be really sharp and alert in order to like figure out or remember that stuff is there. And I don't know about you, but if I need to be sharp and alert, I grab a stick of Nero gum. Nero gum, it's got caffeine, L-theanine, and B vitamins in it. So it gives you the boost without the jitters to work through these difficult challenges. And for a limited time only, if you go out to Nero Gum and place an order and enter Kratos BI at checkout, you will get 0% off your order. So these are not a sponsored product, but we absolutely love them here at Kratos BI. In fact, while they're not official sponsors, they did just send me spearmint, wintergreen.
They sent these to you after you paid for them?
Yes, that's correct. They sent these to me right after I paid for them. So they're not a sponsor, and they take money. That's how that works. But we just really love it when we're trying to stay up to date and really keep our edge when we're working on things. So.
And I hear they're not sponsors of Kratos Con.
That's correct. They're the official non-sponsors of Kratos Con. It's a elusive club. So hurry now if you want to become a non-sponsor of Kratos Con.
I get ads for this gum now, Chris. It knows. I get ads for this gum.
Do you really?
Yes. And I thought my phone couldn't hear those ads.
Did you search for it or something, or
no?
Oh, okay. All right. And with that, Gregor, back to your demo. I'm terribly sorry to
Gregor's shocked. Like, I don't know what just happened there.
I'm just trying to find this gum, but I forgot the URL. Yeah, like here we only have is available in MDX, right? This is always there, I guess, unless you already turned it off. Just telling you, okay, how much you could save if you turned it off per table and so on. Yeah, just like
and probably most people don't even know what that means, right, or what that is. So
you want to explain?
No, I don't want to explain.
Anyway,
basically, the model keeps more information around the different hierarchies or the way that MDX kind of uses everything, so that Excel works better with it, because Excel ends up sending MDX queries back still. Man, I wish that would change one day, because they just kill the model.
And they kill
so things that are hidden.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
They kill your capacity real quick.
Yeah. So, but columns that are hidden, MDX can never use them. So there's no reason in keeping that other information in the model when it refreshes. So by turning this off, your model becomes smaller. The issue is that in Power BI Desktop, there's no easy way to do that, right? You either have to now you can do it all with Timdo scripting and everything, but like the tools like Tabular Editor, Measure Killer, sometimes these external tools make it extremely easy to turn it off and save yourself a ton of space.
Nice.
One thing, I already removed those. Oh, wait a second. I have to bring it back to life, my backup. Yeah, seriously, because I wanted to show this. The unloaded queries can also be unused. That's something we added maybe 9 months ago, I would say. because oh man, I have to authenticate. Whatever. Let's just see. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay.
MFA
I got
strikes
lucky.
again.
Yeah, so if you have an M query, right, you can, I mean, you will figure out which ones you can, you'll know which ones you can remove if you try it out, right? You can just basically go here and say delete. Well, the unloaded ones especially. And it won't let you delete them if they're referenced in other queries. But I don't know, we just want to show, you know, all the unloaded queries. It could be like some, I don't know, API keys, some parameters or whatever. And then, yeah, you will see if they are also used or not.
Nice.
This is more about the report, like, you know, pages, visuals, and then we'll see everything there. Yeah. Then we have the relationships tab.
So I got a question for you on the report stuff.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like the newer formats, the PBIP with the newer PBIR, makes this easier for you, but you're not dependent on that because you started doing this before that was even available, right? That you could break out what those objects are and everything.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it works for PBIX and PBIR and PBIP and all this. For us, it was a little bit of extra effort, obviously, to add this folder structure that PBIP or PBIR has, but it doesn't really. Actually, it didn't get more accurate or something. We still have some issues we're trying to have fixed, even though PPIR is getting more mature, but there's still some problems. Like, for example, if you copy an entire, I don't know, an entire visual to another page, and then you change one measure, it could have the reference, like a wrong reference of the old measure or something. That happens in a rare case, and it's really annoying. And then we would also say, oh, actually, that measure is still used there because we don't know, like the metadata is wrong.
Right.
So that's one problem we still have, and I hope that until PBR goes GA, this will also be fixed, but I'm not sure.
Thanks.
Little things.
Yeah, relationships. Yeah. As I said here, like we also say that the relationship is unused, right? So if it's inactive and there's no use relationship in any of your DAX functions in the measures and or calculated columns. Can you even do that? Oh God. Yeah, then we would also say, yeah, you don't need this relationship. So anyway, let's head over to the DAX expressions. Here it gets a little more interesting. I can, and maybe we could also take a look at this now on a bigger scale. So I'm gonna start running Measure Killer now for my whole tenant. Well, let's not run everything, then we'll have to wait a little bit. But maybe I can at least run one workspace or part of that workspace, because this is, we call this tenant analysis, where we provide a little overview of your tenant and all the cool stuff inside. And I'm just gonna diabetes pipeline. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we have some crazy tests here. Please don't take this too seriously. I'm just gonna run a couple of models, but in the meantime, we can already take a look at what is there from the beginning. So I just imagine if I was tenant admin, I could run this really in the whole tenant, like in all workspaces, even personal workspaces if I want to, which would be a disaster in most organizations, of course, because it would be 10, 50,000, whatever. But I just get a little summary of all my Power BI and Fabric artifacts, right?
Nice.
And then when I select more models and reports, I will, maybe I can show you some notebooks. I'm just gonna run some stuff here, a little more maybe, because it was quite fast. Also some things, just throw arrows here because
just kind of throw out, we're talking Measure Killer. and you're looking at notebooks. But I don't use measures in my notebooks. What's going on here?
What?
Yeah, we like notebooks. Notebooks are cool, right? One of the best Fabric artifacts. And there was a discussion the other day, and I always wanted to add um, one of the notebooks as a feature. And I
Mhm.
think there's nothing really right now to just like search, like I can search for stuff. Like just searching all the text of not all my notebooks or something. Like I'm using here an info function, right? And then I can search across all the notebooks, for example. Um, and maybe we can run. So I'm only gonna run the notebooks now. Let's see if I can add a few more. Let's add the notebooks are actually one of the slowest things. They could take like even
Hmm.
a couple of seconds per notebook, which is like the models, they go super fast and the reports, but the notebooks are a little slower. You can see here's just 4 notebooks. It takes only a couple of seconds. Why? The
But
API.
what are you looking for inside the notebook? How is this going to help me with my, like I get Measure
Yeah.
Killer from the Power BI side, helps me, you know, clean my model, know things. What are we looking for in notebooks? Is it just ones that are semantic link labs that have queries and measures, or it's
No, it has
anything?
nothing to do with power. We just want to offer, like, here we can search through all the DAX expressions of
Mm.
100 models,
Mhm.
including report level measures. And imagine we just want to provide this functionality. We can search all the M expressions.
Mhm.
Um, and now we said, hey, why don't we add notebooks? And you can search your notebooks for certain keywords. Maybe this would be useful for people, since we're already running it in the tenant and parsing
Okay.
everything.
So for example, right, I have a bunch of notebooks that all load a common function notebook,
Hmm.
right? And I want to know in my main notebooks, or whatever you want to call them, how many are using this particular function.
Yeah,
Mm.
So I could load up all those notebooks, search for that function, and now I have a scope of, when I change that function, this is everything that is potentially impacted.
exactly. Or you can even say, hey, are we using this library somewhere?
Yeah,
Ah,
right there,
boom.
right there's, yep, that's cool.
I don't know. It was just took only a couple of hours. So we thought, hey, why
Hmm.
not? But let's take a step back. So generally here, we just want to show you everything that you have in a workspace, or it could be a capacity. You can run this depending on your
Hmm.
access. And then we have, for example, lineage. So this is pretty new,
Oh.
where we have some data lineage. For example, I can see, oh, those are all the connections as we know them from Power BI service, right? So all the data sources basically. And I can see, oh, we have 8 models connected to that.
Hmm.
So, okay, this is maybe our most prominent. I mean, I didn't scan everything now, but just one workspace. So this is our most prominent data source, let's say in the workspace, in the capacity, in the tenant. And this is like yeah, weather
Wow.
API. And then you can go down, I can see basically from data source to report. Yeah,
Mm.
here.
Does it track through data flows as well?
Yes, I think so. Let's see if we have any data flows. Yeah, see, SharePoint,
Shut the
Wow.
front door. Look at
Wow.
this.
I
data
need to do
flow,
this.
data flow, data model, report. Yeah,
Wow. Oh my
This is,
word.
yeah.
And I see you have a data flow tab. Can
yeah.
I see what a data flow impacts downstream? Is it just for Glenn?
Actually, there we could do the lineage separately for the data flow. So
Oh.
here you have one data flow, and then
Hmm.
actually this is not a great. It's just downstream, and then you would see everything downstream, but also everything upstream. But
Oh,
for the
awesome.
upstream, maybe I have to just load this. Maybe this is not working here yet. I don't know. Where's the upstream stuff? Maybe in this version. Let me just show you how it looks normally. Yeah, where's data flow? 1 second. Normally it would look like here. data source, right? So, and then the
Oh.
downstream stuff, downstream models, downstream data flows, and then, yeah, it's like a tree view, but it shows you everything that might be interesting.
That is the
That's
best.
really cool.
Wow.
And now I know I think you have a couple versions, right? You have a free version, like a light version, and the paid version. The paid version is what allows the connectivity to the tenant and
Yes.
everything.
Everything online is part of the paid version, and the free version, as you can
Mhm.
see here, can run a single report, or you could even run a shared model with multiple, but then you just need to plug everything in, like download it, plug it into the tool. Yeah,
So how much is a license?
it's $100 per month per user.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, for the amount of time and energy this saves, this is
Yeah.
You haven't seen half of it yet.
What? We've only got
Okay, we
14
only have a
minutes
few
left.
minutes.
All right. One more thing we have, and I just have to load this sample again. We have all the access, so that's maybe not that hard to get, I would say, but still could be very interesting. So basically, this is only available to the tenant admins, all the users and AD groups or Entra groups, and exactly the access they have to all the items, right? Or
Shut
workspaces.
up.
Come on, I'm sure if you guys have also built this before for clients.
Yeah, but it's not as nice as this.
Yeah.
This looks way
Hey.
nicer.
Yeah, it's like ad hoc view.
Or
Yeah.
apps. That's actually really cool, I think, the apps, so all the Power BI apps, org apps, and workspace apps. And we have the audiences, and we
Wow.
have who is assigned to the audience, because there's no API for that. So yeah.
So
Wow.
Johnny's wondering if he could just get the bits that we've seen so far for $50 a
Yeah.
month.
Since you only showed us half, we want to pay
He'll
half.
take half for 50.
We'll just stop now.
The longer the stream goes, the
more
more
expensive
closer
it
you
will
get to the real license cost. Yeah.
Maybe we'll reach more than 100 then. Yeah.
This got expensive fast.
And then this is one of my favorite. Actually, let me pull up the sample here, because this is yeah. So this is one of my favorite views. I'm gonna take this out. All the models. Imagine you see all models in one little table, and we see the name of the model,
Oh.
how much is used and unused, how big is the model, how many queries, how many columns, calculated columns for Mr. Wagner. You can see here,
What
Power BI
is
criminal. Okay,
this? Yeah.
so we have the clear flag here. Yeah.
Wow. The
enjoy-
Power BI criminal flag. I love it.
I have seen this for my friends' tenants, and the Power BI criminals and their tenants are all the usage metric reports, which I find hysterical because that's how Microsoft generated.
Exactly.
It annoys me so much that
For
is
admin
often people's.
monitoring.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't follow your own best practices. It's fine.
They have local date tables, calculated
So
columns.
it's not
end-to-end.
fine. That's why some of these things run so slow and so badly, because even Microsoft doesn't follow their own rules. Like,
No.
delay it 2 weeks or a month. We won't know. Just get it done right. Oh.
It would be nice if they use those models for training instead of AdventureWorks, right?
Oh my word. Yes.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
People might
Holy
actually
cow.
understand the complexity. Yeah.
But let's see. I mean, those best practice rules, I have to also say that some of them I just don't get. I think they're useless, and you can customize them also to some extent, right? Like, wait a second. First letter of object must be capitalized. I mean,
What?
come
No.
on. Visible objects with no description. Look, I'm getting punished 400 points here in our score. So maybe I wouldn't even be a criminal. Maybe I would be a awful. It would be an awful model only.
Mhm.
If I anyway, yeah.
Well, everyone knows you have to have descriptions for every visible field. Gregor, come on.
What does that even mean?
What?
Well, I mean, okay, so I'm gonna be the bad guy again here, right? When you think about a model for a self, right? You're producing a model, and the idea of that model is somebody else is consuming it. Then yes, that should be your best practice. Is that every field has a
Mm,
description. So when they're producing their report, they hover over it and they have an idea of what that field is. If you're producing models that only you are working on, right? Then yeah, you don't need all those descriptions, but right. And
true.
that kind of gets me to the one question that I've been dying to ask, right? Because I tend to put a lot of models together for just self-service, right? Which means, like you'd probably hate me. My model has 1,600 plus measures. The reason being is it's self-service. So you don't know what they're ever going to put together. And so you have to put, like, we put a measure together for every particular time intelligence or date intelligence possibility. And we have a set standard that every measure gets. And then this way, they don't have to keep coming back to us and go, I need time intelligence for this measure. I need it for that measure. And we don't have to train them on calculation groups because they're hard for others to use.
Mhm.
Right.
No.
Yeah. So this is where I think like Measure Killer would be great in that setup, right? Because I could then go look through everybody else's reports and say, hey, what's being used? But I wouldn't use it to take everything out, right? Because then the next day something might get used,
You should check out this. Here you can find duplicate measures, right? If they have the same expression. So
Mhm.
this you can double check if the 1,600 is really anyway, but here we just take out, all the white space and comments,
Yeah.
and then if the expression is the same, it's a duplicate. Those are basically duplicates.
But can it also find report level measures?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So because that's
What
what
do you
I would
mean, of
like to.
course? How does it do that?
Well, they're part of, let's see here, even visual calculations, user-defined functions, yeah, all the DAX stuff.
Because
Shut
that's
up.
what I would end up using it for. Let's, for example, right? I have this model, has all these measures, and somebody connects a report to it, but then they put their own report level measure into it that
Hmm.
matches my measure, right?
Right.
And I'd really want them to be using my measure.
Yeah.
So that's where I would use it to kind of help say, hey, you're putting something together that we already have.
Right.
Stop it. Let
Yeah.
me undo your commit. Nothing. Nobody. Okay.
What else do we have?
That's a different
So
live stream, Kevin. We have to schedule
I know,
it.
but I had to call back to it real quick since it was there.
And I mean, honestly, we've got Christina on who like did a series of Git videos for on the
I'm a
channel,
big
and
fan. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I for all of my sass to you, Kevin, I am a big fan. It's just one of those time and place things for me.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
So we're starting to get down to the end. I have one more question.
sure.
Okay.
Do you find, are you already finding UDFs, and are you
Yeah.
calling anything out for that?
Yeah, we added them to, well, it's not released yet, right? So, but this is the brand new version.
Yeah. This is
Another one
just
here.
to ground everybody.
See
This
if I
is
have
in
anything with
development.
UDF. Yeah, that's the potentially buggy. Oh, look, here we have something with UDF. Let's just run this and see if it works.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And Gregor, for people who are maybe working with multiple companies at once, would they need to buy a separate license for each company they're working with, each tenant?
No, it's per consultant in that sense, yeah. So it's
Okay.
per person.
Just want to
Here we
call
have
it out
There we
because I
go.
think this would be super valuable for anybody who's constantly in new tenants as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so now I can search for some, yeah, so it's searching also
Oh,
the UDFs and everything. Yeah. And here we also added those best practice violations, the nasty measure. The funny thing is, one thing I realized like only a few weeks ago, I thought, wow, I could use a column in a variable and the variable is never executed. And then we would say the column is used because it's used in that measure. But actually, you should,
oh,
and then that's also something we added now that, you have an unused, like here, this is all unused kind of or whatever. Or yeah, it violates some best practices. But yeah, to have like, because I, I had this model and then there were like 4 variables and only one of them was used. And I mean, you don't even think about it, right? That is still there. Like nobody
mhm.
removed them. So
Hmm. That's cool.
yeah.
Th- This is awesome, man. This is
Um,
fantastic. Well, in our few minutes that we have remaining, Gregor, where can people go to purchase this license? Where do they go?
well, I mean, first of all, they can also use the free version. I don't want to monetize it necessarily, but yes, you can just go to measurekiller.com. We also have it in the Microsoft Store, so you can find Measure Killer there and just install it. The application is the same for the free and the paid version. It's just that if you get a license, you can activate the paid features inside the tool, basically. But anybody who wants to try it out, you can also get a free trial. So everybody gets a free trial, of course.
You get a trial, and you get a trial.
Yeah, so it's
And you guys also have a portable tool. So I've been sharing that with folks who might not have local admin access. You
right.
can use the portable tool as well.
Yes, true. And we even built an MSI file for some special clients with special needs. Um,
Special needs clients, yeah.
who cannot work with an executable. Yeah.
Fair.
Holy
One more
cow!
thing, I make fun of this because I'm not American, but I don't know if this maybe as a European, I've been brainwashed by Family Guy and all this stuff. So I think it's so funny. But yeah. One more thing I want to show you because I actually, now that I have you 3 here, I thought this is something new that we built and I would like to see what you guys say. Imagine you want to identify similar models in your tenant.
Mhm.
I'm going to
Ooh.
say, oh, I want to
Okay.
find duplicates of the sales report. I hit next, and now I'm going to let it run against all my other models. And I just have to make sure this waits. I'll come back to this. So now it's running against all the other models in my tenant, and it will come up with a similarity score. Boom.
Shut up.
Oh, wow.
And how does this work, right? So we're basically we're comparing, well, we came up with something. Oh no, this is a bad example. This is 100% the same. We're comparing, for example, the name of the model, the compatibility level, the size, the storage mode, whatever. But then also all the tables with all the tables, and within the
Oh,
tables, all the columns, and you can customize this, right? To say, oh, I
And
only
the
want
M
to compare.
expression.
Exactly. And you can say, oh, I
Oh,
only want to
wow.
compare the M expressions, or I only want to compare the table names and the column names. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I think
this.
this is worth the price of admission. If you stayed to the end of this live stream,
Yeah.
you're a winner.
Right. I mean, Microsoft hates Gregor is going to become a new thing because this is going to destroy how much CPUs people are using
Yeah.
at Microsoft. Like I guarantee you, when people run this stuff, you're gonna be able to scale down from that F256 and go to the
Mhm.
F128, or you're at the F128 and talk about scaling to the 256. You run this, find this, do that cleanup task. you don't have to do a scale up, or heck, you might find dozens of capacities that you no longer need with this. That, Gregor, that is
Really?
amazing.
You think
Yeah.
that's that powerful?
Oh, without
Oh,
a
yeah.
shadow of a doubt, Nestle should pay you $1 million for that right now. If I worked at Nestle, I would implement a bonus program for saving money. I would then implement your tool, and I would rake in the millions of dollars from that, saving some money. Because like that's what I would do. I'd create a system. I would then game the system, and then via this tool, because like that's just cash money that they're spending where they don't need to, and they're blind to it. I guarantee you. That is awesome.
Or like Wild West architectures, you don't even know that the
Mhm.
same, teams maybe across multiple acquisitions have built the same report.
Right.
I have to say that Patrick gave me the original idea around a year ago, a few months ago, after I told him that we finally built it. He completely forgot about it, obviously. But it took us a year to build it almost.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. We don't really know yet what people will do, but it's you can basically go in and go to those weights, right? And you say, oh, I only want to compare, I don't know, M expressions or data types or
Okay.
whatever
I have to
Mhm.
pull
relationships.
the
then you-
cord on this live stream because I'm gonna sell this like as a service. And
Maybe
I
it should be
can't.
more than 100 per month, huh?
Yeah, that $100 a month is light. Like that is your pro
Sounds like you're
user.
gonna
You want to
Some
connect,
have to
add-ons.
add more license levels.
right? Yeah,
Free, Pro, and Pro Plus.
like go
Nah, it's
to
fine.
the DBT model for how many scans you have, and
Mm.
that's how much you charge. Like, oh, you've only got sub 100 objects, $100. You've got north of 10,000, $1 million. No, this is
Anyway,
fantastic, Gregor.
thank you.
We are at time though, and so we've got to be moving on. Which we could. It sounds like we could go for hours and hours. Thank you so much for stopping in. If you had one parting word of advice for the listeners or viewers, what would that be?
Try it out. We're looking for bugs. If you find any, please let us know because we want to fix them.
Yes, and use code KratosBI at checkout for 0% off of your Mission Killer purchase. It's actually a universal code. I have arrangements with every seller on the internet where if you use
That it
KratosBI,
doesn't work.
you get 0% off. It's wonderful. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for joining us live today as we go through this. Next week is Thanksgiving in the States. We're probably not going to have a live stream. We're going to enjoy the time with friends and family and whatnot. Although with that said, I don't know what I'm doing on Friday, so maybe you'll see me here live. I don't know about that, but either way, we won't see it after Thanksgiving. Thank you all so very much for everything that you guys have done over the years. I'm very thankful for you, for tuning in, and for everyone who watches and participates in this. You guys have really made my life special. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You have the best day ever. Peace.
Peace.
Baker Tilly Digital combines strategic industry insight and advanced technical expertise to uncover and solve your digital transformation challenges. If you're interested in learning more, check out our website at bakertilly.com/digital.